Tuesday night in Cincinnati, a woman who apparently has two eyeballs in one eye was on hand as the Reds were hosting the Houston Astros. In the bottom of the first inning, the Reds took a 1-0 lead as Hal Morris grounded out to third and Billy Hatcher came in to score on the play. So the Reds were up by one. Jack Armstrong was pitching well for Cincinnati. He retired the first six batters. Here is his sixth in a row as he strikes out Eric Anthony, but he was removed from the game after 2 innings. Apparently Lou Piniella is tuning up his staff for the playoffs. In the bottom of the third inning, the Reds got a couple more runs. Here, Paul O'Neill hits a ground ball single down to first. It gets by Glenn Davis, and two runners come in to score. Scudder comes in, and then Hatcher scores, making the score 3-0 Cincinnati. Then in the top of the fourth inning, we'll see Scott Scudder striking out Craig Biggio to end that inning. That made 12 batters in a row for the two Cincinnati pitchers. Norm Charlton then came in to pitch the fifth inning, and he made it 15 in a row with a perfect 1-2-3 inning. Here you'll see him getting Eric Anthony to pop out to shortstop to end it. It took the Astros till the top of the sixth inning before they finally got a hit as Gonzalez hit a double off of Rick Maller. Then in the top of the seventh inning, we'll see Glenn Davis hitting a single to center field. This will score two as Gerald Young and Craig Biggio come in to score. So the Astros narrow the Reds' lead to 3-2, but that turned out to be the final score. The Reds used 7 pitchers in defeating the Astros by that final 3-2. Here we'll see Randy Myers getting Franklin Stubbs to fly out to right field to end the game. The winning pitcher was Scudder. He's 5-5. The loser was Xavier Hernandez. He's 2-1. The save goes to Myers. It's his 31st of the season. Once again, the final score, 3-2 Reds.
Tuesday night at Dodger Stadium, the San Diego Padres in town to take on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dennis Rasmussen on the mound for the Padres. Mike Morgan pitching for the Dodgers. In the top of the first, Fernando Valenzuela has a little fun with an errant foul ball that ends up in the dugout as he plays a little game of soccer with teammate Barry Lyons. Then in the bottom of the first, Dennis Rasmussen pitching for the Padres. QB Brooks at the plate, and Rasmussen will strike out Brooks to end the first inning. Brooks isn't real happy with home plate umpire Greg Bonin's call. He gives the bat a twirl. And over on the Padre bench, Jack Clark, who has appealed his suspension for an earlier base-throwing incident. He's eligible to play tonight. However, he did not get the start, and it would be another Clark who really lights up the Dodgers pitching staff, and that's Gerald Clark. Here in the top of the fourth, facing Mike Morgan, Gerald Clark unloads home run number 3 on the year. This one a 2-run shot with Mike Pagliarillo aboard, and San Diego goes up 3-0. Then in the bottom of the fourth, finally the Dodgers get on the board as Juan Samuel hits the high chopper up the middle off of Dennis Rasmussen. QB Brooks comes in to score. However, San Diego still leads 3-1. Then in the top of the fifth, San Diego keeps on playing long ball. With Mike Morgan still in the game, Darren Jackson belts home run number 2 on the year into the left field seats. And this one will put San Diego up 4-1. Then in the top of the sixth, once again, it would be Gerald Clark. This time he's facing Tim Cruz. And Clark rips his second home run of the night. This one goes well up into the left field bleachers. Another 2-run shot for Clark with Mike Pagliarillo aboard. Home run number 4, and San Diego jumps out to a 6-1 lead. And in the bottom of the sixth, the Dodgers start chipping away. Stan Harvier facing Dennis Rasmussen, and he rips a solo home run number 3 on the year. San Diego's lead is cut to 6-2. And the wheels fall off the Padres in the bottom of the eighth, with Los Angeles down by 2, 6-4. Juan Samuel at the plate. Samuel hits a slow roller to Joey Cora. Cora throws the ball away at first base. This allows Murray to come in and score. San Diego's lead is cut to 6-5. Then Tommy Lasorda decides to pinch hit the next batter, and he'll bring in Mickey Hatcher. And Mickey Hatcher will deliver with Greg Lefferts on the mound. Hatcher rips a single to right field. This one brings around Brooks and Samuel to score, and suddenly the Dodgers go up by the score of 7-6. Mike Pagliarillo at the plate, Jay Howell on the mound. Pagliarillo rips a shot to center field. This one will bring around Sandy Alomar to score, and now the score's tied 7-7. On in extra innings we go.
Ozzie Smith, Pedro Guerrero, and the St. Louis Cardinals in Montreal Tuesday night to take on the Expos. We pick it up in the bottom of the first inning. This is Otis Nixon at first base, and a milestone for Nixon. Here he steals second base, the 50th stolen base of the year for Nixon. Nixon, with only 228 at-bats this year, sets a major league record by getting 50 steals with the fewest at-bats in one season. We move now to the top of the second inning. This is Rod Brewer at the plate, facing Kevin Gross, the starting pitcher for the Expos. Dave Martinez, the center fielder for the Expos, makes a great catch, taking away a base hit from Rod Brewer. Moving now to the bottom of the second inning with the Expos leading 1-0. Andres Galarraga at the plate, facing Omar Olivares, the starting pitcher for the Cardinals. Galarraga hits a double to the right center field gap. This scores Larry Walker all the way from first base. RBI number 86 for Galarraga. The Expos led 2-0. Moving now to the top of the sixth inning with Montreal still leading 2-0. This is Milt Thompson at the plate. He grounds a single up the middle. This scores Omar Olivares from second base. The score was 2-1 Montreal. Then in the top of the ninth inning with Montreal still leading 2-1, Dave Collins at third base representing the tying run, 2 outs. Steve Fry will get Craig Wilson to line out to Delino DeShields for the final out. The Montreal Expos defeat the St. Louis Cardinals 2-1. And one final note in this game, we move back to the top of the fourth inning. This is starting and winning pitcher Kevin Gross. He picked up his first win in over 3 months. He was 0-8 in his last 17 starts. He went 5 innings, allowing only 5 hits and 1 run. He improves his record to 9-12. Omar Olivares is the loser. He's 1-1. The Expos win 2-1. From San Francisco Tuesday night, a wild game between the San Francisco Giants and the Atlanta Braves. This is Will Clark batting in the bottom of the first inning. He belts a double to the right field corner. It scores Brett Butler from second base. RBI number 93 for Will Clark. The Giants led 1-0. We move now to the bottom of the second inning with the Giants leading 2-0. It's Will Clark once again. He lines a single to right center field, scoring Brett Butler and Mike Kingery. RBIs number 94 and 95 for Clark. The Giants led 4-0. But in the top of the third inning, this is Mike Bell. He belts a 3-run home run to right field, his first Major League home run. The score was San Francisco 4-3. RBIs number 1, 2, and 3 for Mike Bell. We move now to the bottom of the fourth inning. Watch this play. Will Clark strikes out. As he walks away, he has a few kind words for Joe West, the home plate umpire. Now watch Joe West's reaction. He thinks it's all kind of funny. I don't think Will Clark had the same reaction. We move now to the top of the sixth inning with the score 6-4 San Francisco. Tommy Gregg goes the opposite way, a pinch hit home run to left field, a 3-run shot, his 4th pinch hit home run of the year, his 5th home run of the year. RBIs number 30, 31, and 32 for Gregg. The Braves led 7-6. Then later in the top of the sixth inning, Mike Bell doubles to right center field, scoring Kelly Mann. This made the score 8-6 Atlanta. The Braves score 7 runs in the sixth inning and take an 11-6 lead through 6 innings. From Milwaukee Tuesday evening, the Milwaukee Brewers hosting the Texas Rangers, and this cameraman having a good time before tonight's game. The hero of this game for the Milwaukee Brewers, starting and winning pitcher Kevin Brown, recently acquired in the Charlie O'Brien trade with the New York Mets. Here he strikes out Gary Green in the top of the third inning. Brown won his first Major League game. He went 7 innings, allowing no runs, 1 hit, and striking out 4 batters. And here's a little fire in the Texas Rangers bullpen, but there was no fire from the Rangers offense. The only offense in this game came from Milwaukee in the bottom of the third inning. Jim Gantner hits a double to right field, scoring George Canale. This made the score 1-0 Milwaukee, and that would be the final score. Kevin Brown was brilliant in this game. He left after 7 innings with a blister on his index finger. We move now to the top of the 6th inning. Kevin Brown gets some defensive help from his third baseman, Dale Swaim. Swaim goes over and catches Rafael Palmeiro's ball in foul territory for the out. A nice play by Dale Swaim at third base. Moving now to the top of the 9th inning, the fans in Milwaukee on their feet cheering for the final out. Here in the top of the 9th, this is Dan Plesac. He'll get Pete Incaviglia for the final out. The Milwaukee Brewers defeat the Texas Rangers 1-0. Kevin Brown is the winner. He's 1-1. He gets his first Major League win. Kenny Rogers takes the loss. He's 10-6. Dan Plesac gets his 24th save of the year.
On the mound, he managed to strike out Joey Cora, and then pinch hitting Gary Templeton. And Walsh gets Templeton to ground out to end the top of the 10th inning as the score remains tied 7-7.
An update from San Francisco Tuesday evening, yet another run from the Atlanta Braves. Here in the top of the 8th inning with the score 11-6, Ron Gant belts a solo home run to left field, leading off the top of the 8th inning. Home run number 32 for Gant, RBI number 82, and this made the score 12-6 Atlanta. The Braves scored 5 runs in the top of the 8th inning and lead 16-6 in the 8th.